Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Weather with Ryan. Back at it with the Weather Center. Today, we're going to be discussing. Man, we had so many live streams today. It's been unreal how many times I've had to upload today. It's been an extremely eventful today. We've had that big old line, the MCS thunderstorm line, come through earlier today. That was not really as impactful as many people have expected it to, such as Trent Okerson and Noah Bergen. They thought, that thunderstorm had the absolute utmost qualities of being a very dangerous, severe line of storms, but it wasn't. And there's many reasons why, but we're not going to go in about that tonight because that would eat up all of our time. And I'm here. I have probably around 15 minutes to talk about this. Then I'm going to let you guys go because I want to go watch Local 6 at 10 and see what the great Noah Bergen has to say. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into this dangerous flash flooding event that is going to take place. It's not. It might take place. Oh, I don't know if it will take place. It's going to take place. And the reason why is there's winds over in Arkansas. You can't really see this on the map. Just bring over WSV3. Hold on. I don't like this app, but bring over WSV3. Right now there are winds going up this way, and this is going to cause. And there's a boundary right here. It's actually, it's right around there, and there is adequate thunderstorm development fuel around here. And this is going to cause thunderstorms to rapidly produce in this area, rapidly produce around here, and get pushed right towards here. And they're just going to sit here because the winds 20,000 feet up are going to be pushing them down south. So there's going to be endless storms that are going to start firing over here. They're going to be pushing, and then they're going to come right over western Kentucky, and then they're just going to get pushed down. And this cycle is going to continue. I mean, there's going to be storms that keep on firing, go up, get pushed down, firing, go up, push down, firing, go up, push down, for hours on end, hours and hours on end. So that's why we're going to have so many storms. It's because there's going to be all these storms that are developing, hitting us with a crap ton of rain, and then leaving. Developing, hitting us with a crap ton, and they're going to do this until 12 or around 1 p.m. tomorrow. A lot of stuff, a lot of rain coming our way. You can clearly see this on the HRRR model right here. Timestamps are right underneath the underlined section. 11. Storm initiation, I would expect to be around 12 to 1 p.m. You start to see them start to fire up. Now, their SEMO and portions of western Kentucky start to fire up. Really start to get an upscale whenever they get in that really juicy place for severe thunderstorm development going up. And then they get pushed down. You see how they're starting to get pushed down a little bit? See how they're just stationary? It's because they're hitting that boundary. That boundary is right here. They can't go further. That boundary is stopping them. They can't go any further east. It's because they're hitting that boundary. That is why they're stopping there. They can't go anywhere. So they're just sitting here and sitting on top of us, dumping massive amounts of rain. Massive amounts of rain. And I mean, look at that. So timestamps are still right here. So storm development, let's go over this. I'll stop talking about the meteorological discussion. Storms start to fire around 1 a.m. and they start to sit here around 3, 4, 5. Really start to get some really heavy rain in Marshall County, over Massac, McCracken. Really, really heavy rain, and they're just sitting here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These storms aren't going to get through here until at least 11, 12 p.m. So that's around, I'd say around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's around 6, 8 hours of rain. Dumping constantly. I mean, massive amounts of rain. Let's go and look at the precipitation. No, actually, I don't want to look on here. Timestamps are right here. 11, 12, 1, 2. Really, we already almost have an inch by around 3 a.m. Look at this. 3 a.m. 3.2 inches. 5 a.m. 4.5 inches over in Paducah. 4.7, 5, almost 6 inches over in Paducah, 7 inches in Paducah. We have around, that's just over in Paducah, around 3-4 inches over in Marshall. And then it starts to really kick into high gear around 8 to 10 a.m., almost 6 inches. Now, take this with a grain of salt. This is only one model. I mean, look at this. Almost 10 inches in Paducah. I'm sorry, but we're not going to get 10 inches of rain. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime thing to see 10 inches of rain in a span of 8 hours. That ain't going to happen. What's more likely, I would expect, is to see around... I'd say around... it wouldn't shock me to see around 7 to... At least a few reports of 7 to 8 inches of rain. But 3 to 6 inches of rain is likely. It's likely at this point. Again, because of that boundary stopping us. The storms are just going to freaking fall over us. Now, again, this is just one model. Take it with a grain of salt. Some models have been showing the most intense rainfall being over in a little bit points west around here. But the models recently have been in agreement of the bullseye being around in that area. Around here. So, yeah. Take it with a grain of salt again. I mean, it's one model, the HRRR, but the HRRR is very, it's correct. But to be honest, I'm not really sure where the main corridor is going to be. We'll just have to wait and see. It's hard to forecast these. It's really hard to forecast these really big-time flooding events. But if this flooding risk came to fruition, around 6 inches of rain, it would be considerable to possibly catastrophic rainfalls, catastrophic flooding. I mean, 6 to 7 inches of rain, 6 to 7, yeah. I mean, that's catastrophic. That is really high rain values for us in this area. We don't see rains like this, but 3 to 6 inches of rain is likely in our region. And a potential to see in a handful of spots at least 6 inches of rain, basically. That's the big picture. That's what we're doing. If I were to give my best estimate on the main corridor of storms, it would be around, let me draw it out for you. Let me draw it out in this line that I'm going to give out. And the main corridor would be around... This is the main corridor of storms. Actually, let me do that a little bit better. This is the main area of concern for me. And then again, these storms could be trucking a little bit west. And then the corridor would be around here. But the most recent model guidance makes me to believe the main model guidance will be around here. That'll be the main area for cause of concern. Now, will everyone see 6 inches of rain? No. Will everyone see 10 inches of rain? No. 3 to 2 inches of rain is likely. That's my final estimate. 3 to 4 inches of rain, I'd say is pretty likely. Not everyone's going to see it. Not every neighborhood, not every person, not every human in Western Kentucky is going to see this amount of rainfall, but it's likely. But yeah, I mean, the current conditions right now, it's fairly quiet, but storms around this area are going to start to fire, move over, sit here because of the boundary blocking storms. So they can't go east. They can't block this big fat wall. They can't go this way. They can't do that. So they're just going to sit here, pummel the hell out of us with rain. They're going to pummel the hell out of us with rain, and then they're going to go down south because of the winds 20,000 feet up in the air. That's your little meteorological lesson for tonight. I probably didn't explain it that well, but again, the insane amounts of rain. Looking at this again, let's go and look at the models again right here. Timestamps right here, 5 a.m. Storm initiation is going to start around 2 a.m. and then it's really going to start to get going. As you can tell, really, really heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall. Also, these storms do have a potential, not a very large potential, but they do have a potential of causing large hail. I wouldn't be surprised to see some penny-sized to possibly nickel-sized hail in these storms. I can't really explain why, because like it's hard to explain it without going into the meteorological terms, and you guys don't really want to do that, I'm assuming. But I wouldn't be surprised to see at least some severe thunderstorm warnings out later tonight. So if you get woken up, your WEA will be going off. Your wireless weather alerts will be going off. But yeah, that's basically the update. In short, there will be flooding. 3 to 4 inches of rain is expected, and but in some areas we could see upwards of 6, possibly even more, of inches of rain. Right now we are underneath a moderate risk of excessive rainfall, and I can't really see that. Let me get another tap on that. We're underneath a moderate risk of rainfall, as you can tell. This moderate risk is like it's like the SPC outlooks. You know, it goes enhanced, moderate, high risk. So a moderate risk is really rare for our area. That's very rare. So yeah, moderate risk is flooding is at least 40%. Significant flooding within 20 miles of your location. So, yeah. In short, this is going to pan out to be a potentially considerable to potentially catastrophic flooding we have going on. It's very possibly this could not be a good situation for us. There's a flash flood watch in effect for all of western Kentucky and portions of southern Illinois and southeast Missouri. A few storms could be severe with large hail would be the main threat, but that would not be wouldn't be for that long. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's 9:54. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll be doing another video tomorrow, depending on how the flooding goes.